Hello everybody and welcome back to Carnage Extreme. It's been a while since I've uploaded an episode, but here we are. I finally got around to it. Again, kind of fell out of the loop of things for a while. So, without further ado, let's get into this episode. For tonight we have Spinner Season, the Revolutionist is up against Hypnotist, Uppercut and Diffusion. We have going into All-Stars, Terahertz versus Plunderbird 5, Behemoth and Wheelie Big Cheese. We have a tag team battle, Spikosaurus with 3 seconds to heaven up against Shell Shock and Terra Turtle. We have a Mayhem, of course, Uppercut versus Ragnarok versus Supernova. And to end off the episode, we have a rematch. Those All-Stars, Terahertz versus Danton Kia versus Tornado. And to start us off for tonight is the All-Stars rematch. Terahertz versus Danton Kia versus Tornado. Terahertz feel they were unfairly teamed up on, so they have requested a rematch, and the house robot for today is Shunt.
Grab the seat of your chair and hold on. It's Robot Wars, and we're looking for some carnage today. 3, 2, 1.
Here we go then, immediately Shunt out of the way, as he's inclined to do, to let these three fight. Terahertz, as they are the ones who deemed this rematch worthy, they are hoping to do well. Now, the axe is in on the back of Tornado. Tornado and Danton Kia together up against that angle grinder, but they've broken free now. Danton Kia trying to get in underneath Tornado, not working. Terahertz, that axe is swinging. They're doing well so far, they're doing better than they did last time. Now, Danton Kia with a flip onto Tornado. Tornado's on the arena wall, could be going out here. It's sat there. Terahertz still whacking away. Shunt feels the need to come in to separate them for a moment. Tornado and Danton Kia are down. Terahertz has reversed into the pit release button. They're hoping to get someone down there. Tornado is inverted, so they will not be doing that at the minute. That scoop is useless, in other words. Now, still swinging that axe, Terahertz. A miss though. Swing and a miss. Now trying to get in onto the back of Tornado. They're just wobbling about though. Danton Kia's into the CPZ now, where Shunt can attack the axe. But so is Tornado. Danton Kia's actually going for Shunt there. But no, Shunt's not having any of it. Who shoves Danton Kia away, but no, runs himself. But now Terahertz is being pushed towards that pit. But no, he's free, he's fine. Now, trying to get in onto Danton Kia there. Danton Kia and Tornado sort of ganged up last time, but Terahertz has gone down the pit once again. They've gone out immediately. Their rematch, their call has ended in another disappointment for them. Terahertz is out early. We're down to Danton Kia and Tornado. We're going to only have one going through. This is how obviously it played out last time. Shunt giving a little bit of assistance. Danton Kia is not able to self-right for some reason. The flipper seems not to be working at all. They're upside down. They're not doing anything. Shunt's now giving them a helpful nudge, but Tornado's giving Shunt a nice tip-tap on the backside. Tells him to get out of it, I guess. Not really supposed to be out there, but he's trying to help Danton Kia out to get the battle going a bit longer. Now Tornado pushing Danton Kia towards that pit. Danton Kia could be going in now. No. Not quite. Oh, Terahertz. They're in there. Might have stopped them both from going in, but now a mighty ram from Tornado. Slamming Danton Kia onto the arena wall. Both machines into that CPZ. In comes Shunt bringing that axe in. Trying to do some damage. A popping noise on the wheel of Tornado. It's taking damage now, Tornado. Danton Kia now have been pushed again by Tornado, but Tornado carries on into Shunt, who now retaliates by turning him over with the axe. Shunt taking itself into the pit. Now frees Tornado once again, obviously not wanting to be the cause of the end of this battle. But now Tornado has a push onto Danton Kia, but he goes over the pit and Tornado's in it now. Can they get away? They have not been counted as out yet, and they get out. The pit obviously is already full with Terahertz in there, so taking up all the space. So the battle continues. Tornado now pushing up against Danton Kia. Not going anywhere. Shunt separates them once again, but Tornado follows them into the CPZ. Shunt now bringing in that axe as Shunt is now doing damage. Tornado's just on that lip, but now they drive into Shunt, which is not a good idea in any time. Again, flipped by Danton Kia there, Tornado, onto the inner sidewall, but Shunt has knocked him down, I don't think on purpose, but I'd hope not at least. Nice pop there, and a wheel has come out, it's in the bottom of Tornado. They're down a wheel, Danton Kia is very slow. Look at that. That is really sluggish from Danton Kia. Now, Shunt pushes Danton Kia. Upside down, they try self right. Danton Kia seems stuck now. Tornado very nearly chucks himself in the pit. Shunt now. Trying to guide Tornado onto Danton Kia. Not happening. And Danton Kia, I think, is stuck. He's not getting down from there. Tornado's lost a wheel and is now head to head with Shunt. And Tornado is the winner. They win the rematch. Terahertz obviously did not get the result they were hoping for. Out goes another wheel of Tornado, thanks to the axe of Shunt. And cease is called. Here we have it for the rematch. Now Shunt just disposing of the trash. Getting Danton Kia into that pit which he escaped from earlier. Which surprised me. And down you go. Into the rubbish bin. There you go. And on to the next battle. We have a mayhem, of course. Uppercut versus Ragnarok versus Supernova. The winner of this is entered into an Annihilator. Let's see who progresses. In the arena for the house robots is Shunt with the axe and a scoop. He's got a new axe this time around and it's made of titanium. Hopefully it'll give him a bit more power. And Growler joins in with a weight of 106 grams and the jaws and the speed, of course. Repbot moving into position to keep his eye on these misbehaving robots. Up first is Uppercut with a weight of 153 grams. It's a vertical spinner. It's a BattleBots contender, is a strong front plow, and is a Combat Carnage rookie. It had a moderately successful run in BattleBots and still has the exposed wheels, which in this series and arena could be deadly. Next up is the aforementioned Supernova with a weight of 103 grams. It's a horizontal spinner this time. It's a Robots competitor. It's easily high-centered, so they'll be looking to high-center it, of course. Low ground clearance, that means. And is also a Combat Carnage rookie. It's a hard hitter, as the disc, the spinning weapon, accounts for 65% of the weight of the robot. So I'd stay out of its way. And last but not least is Ragnarok. With a weight of 73 grams, it has that menacing front plow and the axe. It is a BattleBots contender, it has an impact absorbing plow, so they'll be hoping to deflect the spinners in this battle, and is also a Combat Carnage rookie. 3 rookies, what could go wrong?
Roboteers, stand by. Three, two, one. Activate.
Here we go, we start off Ragnarok and Supernova into each other already. Supernova with that disc is spinning fast. Now uppercut's in there. Ragnarok's trying to get that axe in. Supernova now reverted for a charge. And uppercut has lost the wheel. It's already lost the wheel in the first minute of this battle. Supernova now back up to speed with a nice shot into the front of Ragnarok. It's not going to do any damage because of that front plow. It absorbs hits really well, the team have said. They've had their showing in BattleBots, but now they're here in Combat Carnage. Supernova, the disc stopped temporarily. It's back up to speed now. Uppercut's not going to be moving very freely throughout the rest of this battle. Supernova is already the dominant force. It's causing mayhem now. Ragnarok's just trying to stay out of its way, stay out of punishing range, but again, that front plow is holding up very well. Ragnarok could put off Supernova in that spinning disc, as it has done so far. Uppercut, I think, has died already. Taken one shot too many, and off comes a front plow, or one half of it at least. Uppercut now, there goes some more pieces scattered across the arena floor. Both machines here, Ragnarok and Uppercut, seem to have stopped. Supernova seems to have already won this. Kicking about the pieces now. Ragnarok seems to just turn around. I think they're both dead. This is a quick battle for Supernova, but no. Ragnarok's got the axe. That's moving, but one of the wheels is locked up. They're only able to turn in circles. That wheel's not moving at all. Must have just come loose or something. It's not moving at all. But now it seems to move freely. I'm not sure if Supernova's fixed it, which they have. Ragnarok's back on the attack now, but I think Uppercut is gone. Uppercut has not moved since Supernova hit it. Now Ragnarok giving chase to Supernova. It's still putting up a good fight. Ragnarok hasn't been damaged as per se. It's now been turned around and stopped again. Supernova now coming in for another attack. Are they planning that one? I think that was another hit onto the wheel. Not sure if it's the same one, but they don't seem to be moving freely. They seem to have stopped once again. Ragnarok, I'm not sure if it's having radio issues or maybe a wire's come loose from somewhere, but Supernova, I think, has this battle in the bag. From the first minute or so, it seems that Supernova's got away with this almost scot-free. It'll be through to the Annihilator, it would be, but quite a poor showing from the rest of them. Now Shunt comes in. Ragnarok's in the CPZ and it's taken off the wheel of Ragnarok. Shunt's now doing more damage and a piece flying off the top. Bringing in that new sharpened titanium axe. It's doing damage and it's doing well. It's more powerful now, Shunt. This is where the wars get exciting, because now damage can be done by the house robots. And Ragnarok, I'm sure, is not going through. We had the bottom corner picture there showing what's currently happening to Uppercut. And now Shunt's got a nice hold on Ragnarok. Tried tipping it over. Not quite. Rolls back over. Shunt with another axe attack. Didn't do any damage that turn. Got slow motion in the bottom corner. Shunt rocking itself back and forward. Now we get a picture of Growler bashing the living daylights out of Uppercut. Did not get going whatsoever. That vertical spinner did not get any hits in as far as I'm concerned. I may have got one in, a glancing blow off of Supernova. But Ragnarok now being counted out by the ref bot. This grants Supernova its win and its pass into the Annihilator. I've got about 4 machines already going through. We'll run through them later. Now Shunt brings in that axe once again, trying to penetrate and puncture something on Ragnarok, but I'm not too sure there's much of a point. Ragnarok is far gone out of this competition. Supernova's back up to speed. Nice whack again, but again, that scoop is surviving and withstanding the attacks. Now, Ragnarok's in Shunt's corner now. Shunt brings in the axe once again, but the scoop, the wedge, the deflecting plow of Ragnarok has come loose. You can see it there. It's been separated from the robot. It is no longer a part of it there. You can see what it was held on with. It doesn't look very sturdy to me. And now Shunt rolls Ragnarok into the middle of the arena. Refbot now sees Supernova hit the pit. The pit goes down. And I think we know where this battle is going from here. Supernova now charges with an attack onto Ragnarok once again. And Growler now turns its attention onto Ragnarok. And Shunt switches for Uppercut. And now Supernova has to go and smash it to pieces across the arena floor, as it loves to do apparently. And more from out the corner. Growler's still tending to Ragnarok in the corner. And wow, Supernova, that was a dominant victory for the likes of 259. They've got another vertical spinner to deal with in the Annihilator. But now we have punishment and retribution for the house robots into the failing competitors. These two did not get off to a good start at all. Uppercut, but in the first like 4 attacks from Supernova, lost a wheel and lost its chance to go through. Lost power halfway through as well, and it was just dead from then on. Now being picked apart by Shunt, and Growler now has Ragnarok in its jaws, or nearly did at least. Ragnarok's now in the corner. I don't know if it can take more damage than it already has, I'll be honest. Maybe in for a rebuild, Ragnarok, and it's gone out of the arena. 1 machine down. 1 more to go, and maybe even the other, I'm not too sure. Highly likely from these house robots. They don't like to play by the rules, you see. Because, well, what are rules if they aren't meant to be broken? Shunt now bringing an axe in once again, trying to do more damage. It's already made enough, I think. Or I should think at least. Shunt now just getting uppercut out to that corner and down the pit it goes. But Shunt, being the numpty he is, he's on the edge of the pit now. And Growler looks like he's going to come save him. No, he's attacking the winner. What was I saying earlier? They don't play by the rules. Do you need any more evidence than this? No, you don't. You've seen it. Now, Growler. Picking on Supernova, it would seem. Well, as it is plainly obvious. Now, Shunt's in a right old predicament. Hanging over the edge of the... Well, not over the edge, but he's hanging over the pit completely. I don't know how he's going to fit Supernova in there.
Cease.
Shunt's not going to move. Or is Shunt going to go down with it? Looks like it at this point. Not even sure what he's held on by. Maybe the axe and the back scoop just holding him just about not in the pit. Now Growler's going to try save it. I don't think it's going to do any good, I'll be honest. Shunt now. He's going slowly, but Growler let go once again. Now what's he going to try to do? Going to try grab it from the back. Supernova's gone in, and Shunt too. Well, Growler, you tried. He's going to continue trying, actually. He's missed the exhaust stack, which I think he was aiming for. And now he's gone for the back scoop. Now, he's just trying to use its raw strength to try and get Shunt out of the pit. It's not working. And that's it. Supernova the winners, and move on to our first tag team battle. We have Spikosaurus and 3 Stages to Heaven going up against Shell Shock and Terror Turtle. The turtle and the snail versus the 2 dinosaurs. Who's going to win?
It's gonna be a rough ride. Get ready, robot ears. Let's see if you're ready for a real fight. 3, 2, 1.
Here we go then. The 2 dinosaurs against the snail and the turtle. Trying to figure out the cameras here a second. Here we go. Now, the flipper's gone off. It's missed. Spikosaurus has turned itself up and over now. The roll hoops, of course. 3 Seconds to Heaven is set on Shell Shock. And Turtle's on the Spikosaurus at the minute. We've got 2 spinners in here, spikes and an axe, or a hammer, or whatever you want to call Shell Shock. Now, Turtle and Spikosaurus doing a circle for a minute there. They broke apart now. Spikosaurus getting their spikes in. 3 Sticks of Heaven's on the underside of Shell Shock now, creating scratches. Shell Shock has not done well at all. He's not self-buying, or he's using the axe, the hammer. At least he's moving a little bit. I don't know if that's going to count. Shell Shock might be out of it. Turtle's in under immense pressure now against the 2 dinosaurs. The 2 dinosaurs. Now 3 Stakes to Heaven is attacking with that disc, trying to do some damage. It would seem. There goes Shell Shock. They're out of it. The turtle is left up against 2 dinosaurs. Oh, he's knocked one of the roll hoops off of Spikosaurus though. 3 Stakes to Heaven is in there now, trying to do some damage. They take off the sides of Terror Turtle. 3 Stakes to Heaven now in underneath Terror Turtle. Not sure what damage it'll do there. Maybe use the spikes at all. Stuck on the back now, chucks off Terror Turtle. Out, Spikosaurus getting them spikes in as it's designed to do. Terra Turtle, not doing well. Spikosaurus, again, spiking. 3, 6, 7. Spinning. Spinning the spinner, of course. The two spinners are up against each other, head to head. Don't know if you noticed, but Terra Turtle's upside down. So the spinner's lower now. Or it might be just about the same height, I'm not too sure. It looks like a win for the dinosaurs. And Terra Turtle sort of strapped itself to the side of 3 stakes. Getting a little bit of damage in now, they're separated. Or they're in some sort of a triangle transformation. 3 stake 11 being pushed back by Terra Turtle. Not the most thrilling of battles, it must be said. We need someone in it to spice it up a little bit. A lot of shoving going on. 3 stakes to heaven. Attacking his own teammate there. Now spikes come off the Spikosaurus. There's some damage. A very minimal bit, albeit. 3 stakes to heaven now. Well, there's a pop. Something's come off. 3 stakes to heaven has lost the disc. No longer doing any damage anymore. Sure, that would have been from Terra Turtle. An attack of that spinning disc it has. Not sure how effective it is. But it's able to knock the spinner off the 3 stakes to heaven, so they'll have to do without that now. Spikosaurus now. They're down a weapon. Or half of their weapon, whatever you want to call it. Spikes. Terra Turtle might be able to dispatch of 3 stakes if it does enough damage. Maybe take out the safety link or something like that. Not sure how long we're going to have to sit through this. Spikosaurus now with a spike under the left wheel of Terra Turtle, now under the front. You would have thought one of them would go for the pit right about now, but no, we're still here. And we're up against doing a wall once again. They're slowly getting towards the pit release button, but not quite. 3, 6, 7 taking a lot of damage from that blade. One of the spikes has just got trapped under Terra Turtle and spat back out again. Terra Turtle still getting that disc in though. Doing damage. Spikosaurus spiking the turtle. Giving it a nice prod in the side. Obviously, not the nicest of things, but it's something at least. 3 stakes to heaven is smoking now. It's being cooked alive on the flame pit. Cooked dinosaur. What will that taste like, I wonder? I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. They keep sitting on it. Terra Turtle now. Up. Come back down. Getting the disc in. Some more. Don't know if we'll see 3 stakes to heaven go out by the end of this battle. I'm not too sure. Not too sure how much time is left. But 3 stakes to heaven and Spikosaurus still attacking and everyone's gone up. What was that? And the battle is over. On the basis that the turtle and the snail only have 1 robot left, they're going out. And the dinosaurs go through. Next up is our next part of the War of the Weapons. We have Spinner Season. We had the Crushers last time, but now we've got the Spinners. We've got the Revolutionists from MOU4. We've got Uppercut from BattleBots. We've got Diffusion from my channel, and we've got Hypnodisc from Robot Wars. Go. In the arena for the house robots, it's Shunt with a weight of 95 grams. And Dead Metal with the pincers and the saw with a weight of 104 grams. The Revolutionist is back with a weight of 78 grams. It's a horizontal angled spinner. It is an MLU4 robot from their YouTube series and channel. It lost in its one only prior fight and is heavily modified from its last appearance. Diffusion is back once again. Another robot has been here before. It's got a weight of 59 grams. It's a horizontal spinner. It competed in Chris Massacre Special back in Christmas time, of course. It beat the Revolutionist in its one and only fight as well, so we got a rematch going on. And it also has a low ground clearance. Making a return this episode, it is Uppercut with a weight of 152 grams again. It's a vertical spinner this time. It's new to Combat Carnage. It has a heavy hitting weapon and can run 2 different ways. Let's see if they can do any better this time. And last but not least, it is Hypnodisc with a weight of 85 grams. It is a horizontal spinner. Once again, it's an upgraded Robot Wars competitor. It is highly experienced and really unlucky in Series 1. Could have gone further.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2,
Here is the spinner season.
1. Activate.
And it starts immediately with Uppercut with a massive hit onto Hypnodisc and the Revolutionist as well. The pieces come flying off from there. Hypnodisc now with a hit onto the back of Uppercut from that previous battle. We know they have weak wheels. They can come off at any time, or with a good hit from any of these machines. Uppercut's turned over the Revolutionist. Now Diffusion with a hit onto the Revolutionist. The Revolutionist supposedly can self-right is what they've told us, but we don't know. Dead Metal's coming on an attack onto Uppercut, but they got out of the way just in case. Just in time. Hypnodisc now on an attack onto the Revolutionist. The Revolutionist upside down now, still not doing well. It's been rebuilt since last time, but Uppercut's still kicking it about the arena into Dead Metal CPZ, and there's a piece that's come away from Diffusion. It's a bar of some sort, a massive hit from Hypnodisc into the Revolutionist and Uppercut. Obviously that hit into Diffusion earlier from Hypnodisc seems to do something. I don't know where that comes from though. Can't depict it at the minute. No, at a standstill for the minute while Dead Metal sorts to the Diffusion. Refbot's now pushing about the Revolutionist if they can get back moving again. And Hypnodisc and Uppercut come together and again smacking away each other. Don't know who's coming off best on those attacks. And again, Hypnodisc bounced back. Uppercut now with a back shot into the back of Hypnodisc. Don't know if that's caused any problems, but the main problem there is with Uppercut hitting the Revolutionist. It's coming to pieces there. The weapon's detached now. Uppercut's sending shockwaves through the arena floor. And Hypnodisc is also in trouble there. The back shell has come off, or is at least loose, but Diffusion now is taking some chunks out of the Uppercut. Uppercut, of course, now back up to speed. The discs whack against each other now. I think Uppercut has a better weapon, or more suited to this, is a vertical instead of the horizontals that are in the battle. Hypnodisc, the blade has slowed and stopped. Moved by Uppercut. I don't think Hypnodisc is going through this battle. Uppercut now, missing the front plow. And turn upside down to get under Diffusion some more if they need be. But they're doing pretty fine without it. Diffusion seems rather immobile. Hypnodisc, I think, is being counted out by the ref bot. A nice shot from Uppercut there. Again, just pushing about Diffusion. The Revolutionist is in the corner with Sir Killalot. And now ref bot counts out Hypnodisc. That shot from Uppercut seems to have killed Hypnodisc. The blade, there's no power in it at all. Must have detached some wiring or something, but now a massive hit from Uppercut onto Diffusion. Diffusion's been sent through the air. He's upside down now. They can run upside down, but I don't think they will. He seems to have died as well. Uppercut, I think, has won this very convincingly, and there goes Diffusion over the arena wall into pieces as well. We should see a slow-mo of that in a minute. There in the top corner. A massive shot, the bottom panel coming off. Uppercut, I think, has got away with this pretty much scot-free. These battles do not have much to them. Just one machine utterly dominating. Uppercut getting us revenge back from the first battle. Up against Supernova, they won't be seeing them again, but they will be making it through. Shunt now with the axe attack onto the leftover, or what is left of Hypnodisc. The back panel now completely torn off. Shunt with that axe in again. Uppercut now looking to get some more damage, or just kick around that shell of Hypnodisc. Hypnodisc again being unlucky. Uppercut has got no one else in the arena to fight with, except maybe the carcass really of Hypnodisc. Trying to do some more damage, but it's not really effective. That spinner seems to have lost its punishment. Now Shunt has joined Dead Metal into the corner. I must have mistaken Dead Metal for a killer earlier. I don't know how that happened. And Shunt getting some good attacks in onto what's left of the Revolutionist. They're out. As we see, I think they got counted out. The pit is now open. I'm sure we'll see robots dumped in there soon. This is what we're seeing now, I think. Shunt has the axe in, pushing the Revolutionists towards the pit. Down they're going. Shunt this time staying out of the pit. Or not. Maybe actually Shunt might be going in again. Maybe Dead Metal won't be able to do more than what Growler did. And it seems to have gone well, actually. Quick end to this nightmare of a battle for everyone else. Uppercut the winner. They will be going through to the War of the Weapons semi-finals. That's the spinner, and they'll also be joined by the Crusher of Razor. I think that vertical weapon is superior to the horizontal weapons. Hypnodisc in pieces, Revolutionist in pieces down the pit, and Diffusion in pieces outside of the arena. And last but not least, we have the next part of our Robot Arena 2 All-Stars. Terahertz versus Behemoth versus Plunderbird 5 versus Wheelie Big Cheese.
It's gonna be a rough ride. Get ready, Roboteers. Let's see if you're ready for a real fight. 3, 2.
Here we go then for the next battle in the Robot Arena 2 All-Stars. Behemoth and Wheelie Big Cheese straight together. Behemoth with a flip. Wheelie Big Cheese with a flip now onto Behemoth. Behemoth's on his side, being pushed into CPZ now, nearly over that arena wall. Looky there. He's on top of Plunderbird now, and Wheelie Big Cheese very nearly has Terahertz out of the arena. Terahertz holding on with this axe, which is not a good idea when Wheelie Big Cheese is about. We've seen what they can do to Axor in Extreme 1 of the Wars, but now it's clamping onto Terahertz. But Behemoth with a massive flip onto Plunderbird 5. Plunderbird 5 is upside down now on the arena wall. Behemoth's reversed into it now. Now trying to line themselves up for an out of the arena flip now. Not quite, just nudges them and runs away. Not sure why they're doing that. Terahertz now stuck together with Wheelie Big Cheese temporarily until Behemoth comes in now and separates them. Wheelie Big Cheese with a flip onto Behemoth. Terahertz with a charge onto Behemoth with the axe down for some reason, not swinging it yet. Oh, a nice attack from Terahertz onto the wheels of Wheelie Big Cheese. Get it? On the arena flipper they go. Plunderbird 5 and Terahertz caught in the mix. Behemoth has lost a piece off the back, a piece of polycarbonate, which has now disappeared into nothingness apparently. Now flipping Plunderbird, which is upside down once again from the arena 4 flipper. But now Behemoth's up against the arena wall with Wheelie Big Cheese there, but no, they just escaped narrowly. Wheelie Big Cheese is upside down now. And he's trying to get a good flip onto Behemoth and does so. Behemoth's not in a comfortable position at the minute. Now reverses into that pit release button. The siren sounds. It's been activated. There's now a hole in the floor. You want to stay away from there. Don't go in there. Behemoth now trying to shove Terahertz in there. Nearly. That would have been the second time Terahertz has gone into the pit. But now Behemoth needs itself right out of the arena. It just about saves itself. Well, I don't know if it saved itself or whether or not it was just pure luck. Behemoth now trying to push Plunderbird into the pit. It's Claw just keeping it in. But now Wheelie Big Cheese with a shove onto Terahertz. Terahertz very narrowly avoiding the pit. And once again Behemoth with the charge, but no, Wheelie Big Cheese gets in a flip. Onto Behemoth, stopping the push. Terahertz getting that axe in once again. Attack after axe attack. It's doing damage and it might take one of us out of the competition. But another piece has come off of Behemoth. Behemoth taking damage. Terahertz now been flipped. That axe still down. He needs to retract it to bring it swinging back in again. Really Big Cheese still upside down, but it's still getting flips in, of course. It runs both ways up. The flipper works both ways up. Behemoth now with that scoop, trying to get in a good flip onto Really Big Cheese. Really Big Cheese not doing well. Terahertz, a nice slam down with the axe. It's doing damage. It might take one of these out of the competition at some point. We don't know, or it could get shoved down a pit again, which it loves to do. Now attack onto Really Big Cheese's wheel. Really Big Cheese is now sparking, and it's going to go out here. They've stopped moving, I think. Really Big Cheese is out of this competition. Behemoth now with the charge onto Terahertz. Terahertz in that corner patrol zone. Behemoth, they don't need to do this. Both of them are through, but they've shoved Terahertz out of the arena. Behemoth and Terahertz are going through.
Please remember, building robots is dangerous and shouldn't be attempted without great care. For more information, or if you'd like to build a robot, you must first join the Robot Wars Club. Send a cheque or postal order for £12.95 to Robot Wars London, W1A3AR. If you build a qualifying robot, your membership fee will be refunded. For more information, or if you'd like to come and see the amazing spectacle of Robot Wars being recorded live, call our hotline or visit our website.